Tonight, Impact goes hardcore. Rivalries will be taken to the extreme. Weapons become legal.
Man, that was just a sickening shot with that steel pipe.
And pain becomes imminent.
That'll bust you open, sadistic.
As Impact Wrestling presents Hardcore Justice. The X Division title is up for grabs in a ladder match. Low Key takes on the Rising's Drew Galloway in a pipe on a pole match.
When your ass is in a hospital, you will understand that we are not about the games.
The unhinged Eric Young takes on Kurt Angle in a stretcher match.
Eric Young has lost it. Kurt Angle's bleeding all over the place.
And much more. Who will be left standing? And who will leave on a stretcher?
This match has started. There's the opening bell. This is a six-man tag team street fight as we welcome everyone to Hardcore Justice. The World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys and Davey Richards, against three members of the Revolution. Josh Matthews alongside Al Snow as we welcome everyone to Friday Night Impact. What a start.
Just chaos right out of the gate. What a way to kick off the show for Hardcore Justice, Josh.
Anything goes here. The Hardys and Davey Richards have had their issues over the past number of weeks with the Revolution. Last week, James Storm, the leader of the Revolution, sent out his boys to beat down Davey Richards.
Gave him the marching orders to try to take Davey Richards out, and now Davey, getting some revenge.
It was Matt and Jeff Hardy who came to the aid of Davey Richards. And what a start here. As we welcome Al Snow into the broadcast booth.
What a great night to be here on Impact Wrestling, Josh. It's Hardcore Justice, and I've been known to have a little bit of experience with this kind of thing, you know?
No doubt about it. Former Hardcore Champion, the legendary Al Snow, a pleasure to have you here calling this great action as Davey Richards inside the ring with Manic.
And just holding him up, letting all the blood rush to Manic's head. Letting him think about what's about to happen. Manic's struggling, trying to keep things from happening, but it looks like Davey delivered a vicious suplex to Manic. And Koya now taking it to Jeff Hardy.
Davey Richards and Manic on the inside. This is Koya and Jeff Hardy in this street fight on the outside.
We've yet to get all six men in the ring at one time, Josh.
Anything goes here. Hardcore Justice.
Clearly. Whoa, Manic up. Neck breaker on Davey Richards. Anything goes. These guys have been going at it since they came out from back behind the curtain.
Stifler doing the right thing, sticking with the two guys inside the ring.
He can only control so much. Matt Hardy with the save on Davey Richards. Now both the Hardys in the ring with Manic.
Matt and Jeff Hardy, TNA World Tag Team Champions. Oh! They've had their issues, though, with the Revolution.
Yeah, a lot of
James
history.
Storm.
Here comes Abyss, also part of the Revolution. One of James Storm's cronies.
It was back in January that James Storm sent Jeff Hardy flying off of six sides of steel at Lockdown.
Got the chair. Oh, Jeff Hardy drop kicked the chair right into Abyss's face. It's not like Abyss can afford any more damage to that look.
Abyss down. Abyss in trouble. James Storm.
Oh, going for the twist of fate. He's got it.
Matt Hardy connects in the center of the ring.
Jeff Hardy, is he going up for the Swanton? It looks like it. If he hits this, we're over. Oh, Manic with the save. Oh.
Great defense there being played by Manic.
And that's the thing. That has been the case with the Revolution. You take on one, you take on all of them.
Power and strength being displayed here by Koya. Takes out Jeff Hardy.
Koya is so strong and so dangerous.
Tremendous recruit for James Storm's Revolution.
Now Koya just choking the life out of Hardy. Oh! Trash can lid. Those sting a lot. They really hurt.
The expression on Davey Richards' face told the story there. Manic Look at Davey back in the ring now. And the Revolution sees control.
Right in the chin of Davey Richards. This could be it, but no, instead of trying to go for a pin, Manic taking it personally, trying to choke the life out of Davey.
Back and forth action throughout this street fight here.
I tell you, if you could ever get the Revolution ever to work together in concert, all three, they'd be very dangerous working together.
Well, that's the plan of James Storm.
It is. It's just trying to get them all on the same page.
Manic now.
With his own suplex. Rolling over the hips. Spinning through. Belly to back. You can see the impact on the back of Davey's head.
And again, it goes back to the trash can lid that was smashed in the back of Davey Richards earlier. Matt Hardy, steel chair in hand.
This making the save. Cutting him off. But no idea where they're going to go and where they're going to end up. 1 minute they're in the ring, 1 minute on the floor.
Jeff Hardy always has a plan, though. And Jeff Hardy going after Koya. Remember when Jeff Hardy took out Koya a few weeks ago?
Yes.
Smashed those bottles over his head.
Jeff Hardy's willing to sacrifice himself. He's willing to do whatever it takes to himself. Oh, an Abyss now with a pipe. What would he be willing to do to you?
It wasn't too long ago that Jeff Hardy got his revenge on the Revolution.
Well, the Revolution knocking him off the top of the cage. Remember how ugly that was?
Yep, just a couple of weeks ago, Matt and Jeff Hardy became TNA World Tag Team Champions for the first time in their careers. And the Hardys want to prove to everyone that this isn't a nostalgia run, in the words of Matt Hardy, that they want to be the best tag team in the world today.
James Storm has done an amazing job uniting the Revolution, but you can't beat blood. Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, brothers. And Matt Hardy coming over with a vengeance to save his brother Jeff.
Now, when this match started out, you thought that the advantage was for the Revolution, but the Hardys, to your point, being brothers, being together since day one, they have really, suffered the early goings of this match, but have stayed in it.
Look, Manic now with the trash can to Jeff Hardy's head. Oh, again. And the more bent up that gets, the more dangerous that becomes. You get sharp edges and points that will cut you like a razor.
Davey Richards, a lone wolf now. In the ring by himself here.
His partner, Eddie Edwards, injured, having to give up the tag team titles.
Matt and Jeff said, hey, when Eddie Edwards comes back, the Wolves, they'll have their opportunity in the tag team titles.
What's happening here?
But right now, let's work together. Let's try to take out the Revolution.
There's Koya. This does not look good. What the?
Oh, man! God. Tower of Power took out everybody.
Tower of Boom.
One more look at the action here on Hardcore Justice on Friday Night Impact. Man!
And Abyss signaling for the choke slam. Sizing Davey up.
Dealer's choice here for Abyss.
Gonna lock it in.
Who's he gonna take out?
He's got Davey. Going for the ride. Whoa, Davey flipped to his feet.
Tremendous athleticism by Davey Richards.
Drop kick to the knees. Davey sizing him up. Beautiful roundhouse kick to the jaw.
Creeping death by Davey Richards. Abyss wisely rolls to the outside.
Koya over the top. Davey now looks like he's going to go for a dive. Oh!
Man!
Suicide tope.
And Davey Richards took out both Koya and Abyss as you take another look at Davey Richards. Just throwing caution to the wind.
Here comes Jeff Hardy. Up and over. Ah, beautiful plancha. Feet to the face of Matt Hardy. Manic up on the second rope. Oh, got caught. Oh!
Side effect by Matt Hardy. This is non-stop action. Street fight. Six-man tag team action.
It has been chaos from the minute they came out the gate.
Keep your eyes on Davey Richards. And Davey with a big stomp there to Manic. Have the Hardys and Davey Richards done enough?
And Abyss with the choke. And Davey taking the ride.
This time, Davey Richards sent flying there. No flip out from Davey Richards.
Jeff Hardy now in.
Gotta keep your head on a
Back elbow
swivel.
by Abyss. Abyss so big, so strong, and incredibly fast for a man his size.
And the monster Abyss.
What's he got planned here?
Evil intentions. You talked about the size, Al, of
Yes.
Abyss. And Abyss, oh man, what a counter by Jeff Hardy.
I don't think you're supposed to sit on a chair like that.
That's innovative offense.
Whoop. Twist of fate again by Matt Hardy. Jeff with the shirt off. You know what that means, Josh?
Jeff Hardy sizing up Abyss.
Whoa!
Swanton bomb. Abyss
What?
down. And the Hardys and Davey Richards are victorious.
Your winners, Davey Richards and the Hardys.
What a match. What a start
What
to
a
Hardcore
kickoff.
Justice.
Man, we've only just begun. I can't imagine what we're going to do for the next 2 hours.
Whoa, whoa, there's
Hey.
James Storm, the leader of the revolution, the man who sent Abyss and Koya and Manic to battle tonight.
He doesn't look happy.
If you didn't catch it, James Storm just said to Abyss, "You failed one too many times."
Said he would deal with it later. What's he mean by that?
Only James Storm knows for sure, but the Hardys and Davey Richards victorious. An incredible start to Hardcore Justice. The Hardys and Davey Richards victorious. And speaking of incredible, how about this jacket?
Don't hate on the jacket.
Al Snow, the legendary Al Snow. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I have a lot to teach you.
Well, thank you, Josh. I'm thrilled to be here. And you have a lot to teach me.
Yes.
I think I taught you. I think we've had a very long relationship, and I've taught you a lot of things, and I'm glad to be here to continue your lessons.
We'll work on your fashion sense, all of you. Let us know how you feel about Al's jacket. Let us know on Twitter at Impact Wrestling. Follow along throughout the night, and of course, follow TNA President Dixie Carter at TNA Dixie. And what a night we have. Are you ready for Hardcore Justice?
Absolutely ready for Hardcore Justice. I have a little experience with that, like we said before, so I'm very excited about this.
Drew Galloway goes one-on-one with Low Key in a pipe on a pole match, plus Kurt Angle, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, faces Eric Young, the deranged Eric Young, in a stretcher match. Settle in, folks. This is Hardcore Justice.
What was up with you busting EC3's big announcement last week?
Oh, his his big announcement? Boring! You know what? I have my own sign made up. And last week, like I said, his thing was boring. This week, I'm going to bring a little excitement, a little energy out there. Don't you freaking try to be peeking at my sign. It's my sign. You'll see it in a little bit. And EC3 didn't think that it was appropriate to invite me. Well, I'm inviting you this week. You're going to want to be there because it involves you very heavily.
Welcome back to Friday Night Impact. The news broke earlier this week via Variety, and we are happy to announce Billy Corgan has joined the Impact Wrestling family, effective immediately as senior producer, creative, and talent development. Billy is a Grammy Award winner and multi-platinum recording artist who's transcended pop culture. The news spread quickly and was featured by Rolling Stone, Fox Sports, Entertainment Weekly, and the Wall Street Journal. We welcome the legendary Billy Corgan to Impact Wrestling. And you can check out my exclusive interview with Billy Corgan via Skype on ImpactWrestling.com. Mr. Anderson, a two-time TNA World Champion. It was last week that EC3 proclaimed his candidacy to become TNA World Champion in 2015. Mr. Anderson would deliver his vote a resounding no, and the debate between Anderson and EC3 was on. These two wanted to go last week.
I don't know why we can't have our politics like that all the time. Battle Royal on the floor of the Senate would be awesome.
You guys are a lively-looking bunch tonight. Are you a lively bunch tonight? Much livelier than I recall the last time I was out here. Ethan Carter III, freaking... He came out here and made a bunch of campaign promises and ran his jibs, blah, 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 blah. Folks, I don't care about campaign promises. I care about seeing EC3 get his ass whooped. And actually, there's one thing that I would particularly like to see happen, and I would actually like to include all of you if you'd like. Well, it just so happens that...
Well, this is pretty typical of politics.
EC3 out here with the interrupt. Looks like he's going to filibuster a little bit.
EC3 proclaimed last week that he will be champion in 2015. That this is the year of Ethan Carter.
You have to admit he has shown the potential to do that, exactly what he's claimed he could do.
Oh, he's been dastardly, to say the least.
But he's won, Josh. He's won.
EC3 has never been pinned. He's never submitted. That's the resume of Ethan Carter.
It sucks, doesn't it? It really, really sucks when someone comes out here and interrupts a speech. Listen, Ken.
Hang on. EC3, hang on. I think they're telling you that you can't wrestle. Continue.
Disregarding all the opinions of the dullards out here, I am the very first person to bring politics into wrestling, and as the very first, I am the originator. This can never be copied or duplicated ever again. But Mr. Anderson, EC3 2015, my campaign is no joke. It is very, very, very real.
Well, here, I'll tell you what. You want the World Heavyweight Championship around your waist, right?
Yes.
Yes?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
Determined, destined, indeed.
Then freaking win it!
Anderson, lest I remind you exactly who I am. I am the man that leaves people bloody and beaten in their homelands. I do not just win, I collect scalps. I have defeated every TNA Hall of Famer, including the incumbent champion Kurt Angle. I am undefeated and I am unbeatable.
Oh, this is important. I just heard something you said. You said something about undefeated. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but you think that because you're undefeated, that means that you should be the World Heavyweight Champion?
Yes.
Yeah? So the undefeated thing is really important to you.
The undefeated streak I have is my greatest possession, and I will never lose it.
My point exactly.
EC3 called his undefeated streak his most valuable possession.
And Anderson has just declared his candidacy to be the man to beat the streak.
think you're going to beat my streak? You think you could beat my streak? Ken Anderson, you are just going to be a footnote into my rise as world heavyweight champion.
That was clever. EC3, your undefeated streak will come to an end. And I'll tell you what, I got an idea. That should happen live May 8th. And here's the kicker. We're going to let the fans vote. There's nothing more American than letting people vote, right?
So true. God bless America.
So let's allow the fans to decide how your streak is going to come to an end exactly.
You want to put that power into the hands of the people? Ken, you know as well as I that democracy doesn't work. But if that's what it takes, if that's what it's going to take to shut you up, challenge accepted.
Good.
But Mr. Anderson, I implore you, tread lightly.
EC3 wants to be champion in 2015. Mr. Anderson wants to beat the streak, and the power is in your hands.
That was the most refreshing political speech I've ever heard.
Live next week on Friday Night Impact, it's Mr. Anderson versus EC3, and the stipulation for the match will be decided by you.
God bless America, Josh.
Coming up next, four-way ladder match for the X Division Championship. You're only going to see action like this on Friday Night Impact on Destination America. The winner of British Boot Camp Season 2, Mark Andrews, Mandrews. Major opportunity here tonight for the High Flyer. A four-way X Division ladder match awaits us here on Hardcore Justice.
I'm happy to see Mandrews get an opportunity like this.
The following contest is a four-way ladder match for the X Division Championship. Introducing from Tijuana, Mexico, Tigre Uno.
Tigre Uno is a two-time AAA Cruiserweight champion, trained by Rey Mysterio Sr.
And their opponent, representing the BDC, Kenny King.
Kenny King is a pure athlete who represents the BDC, the Beatdown Clan.
Somebody I'm very familiar with.
Al Snow, a legendary Al Snow, joining us here on the broadcast booth. Al, you had a hand in training Kenny King.
And couldn't be more disappointed with his attitude change, Josh.
But his athleticism is off the charts.
Incredible. Always has been.
And their opponent from Birmingham, England, your X Division champion, Rockstar Spud.
You'll notice that the X Division champion, the ultimate underdog, Rockstar Spud, little bandage up there on his side due to the severity of the kicks that he's received over the last number of weeks from Low King and
Kenny King already taking it to Rockstar Spud and going wisely after that injury.
So the objective here in this ladder match for the X Division Championship, get a ladder into the ring, climb it, secure the championship.
Yep, but you can also use that ladder as a weapon before you finally set it up to take out your opponent big time. Beautiful twisting plancha by Tigre Uno. What do you think Tigre Uno means in English?
One more look here at the amazing Tigre Uno flying through the air. And don't take your eyes off of Mandrews, though.
Yep, he's up on the top. What's he going to do? Oh, my God.
Shooting star press to the floor from Mandrews. Andrews, this is what the X Division is all about.
Absolutely incredible. TNA, the only place you can see this kind of action. The X Division was built and grown here in TNA.
And take a look at Mark Andrews, the shooting star press. Andrews wants to be X Division champion.
Got the ladder in the ring. All he has to do is get it set up. But Kenny King, no, put the brakes on that.
To your point, Al, the X Division is what Impact Wrestling is all about.
It was what TNA was built on at first.
And now Kenny King and Andrews trying to get the
Uno
ladder. Oh, man!
Using it like a lever to take out both Andrews and Kenny King by Tigre Uno. Tigre, though, might have torn a hamstring.
Tigre Uno, the adrenaline pumping, trying to fight through the pain here. The ladder now in the ring.
Yeah, we know where the belt's at, Tigre. You just need to get the ladder up before any of these guys can get in there and stop you.
Andrews down on the outside.
Tigre with the ladder up. He's going. We could have a new X Division champion.
Tigre Uno closing in.
And
oh,
Spud.
Spud.
Yep, Tigre was closing in on the belt. Spud closed the ladder. Now Spud trying to get the ladder back open.
And again, Spud clutching at his ribs from damage done over the past couple of weeks from the BDC.
Oh, and Kenny King with a short shot right in the ribs.
But when you wear a bandage, Al, you know this. It's a target.
Yeah, Spud doesn't have a choice. I mean, have you ever broken ribs, bruised them? You can't breathe, you can't lay, you can't sit, you can't stand. It's miserable. So and he's out here wrestling.
Yeah, good luck climbing a ladder to the injured rock star Spud, to the injured X Division champion.
Oh, Mandrews now with a forearm. Kenny King returning with a punch. Kenny setting him up. Mandrews moves. Oh!
How awesome was that from Kenny King and Mark Andrews?
Oh, spinning DDT.
Take another look at Mark Andrews flying through the air. Back inside the ring, though, Tigre Uno.
Got him hooked up. Got him in a push right. Oh, it drops him on the mat.
Innovative offense.
Andrews is down. Tigre Uno looks like he's going to try to put him out completely.
And Rockstar Spud runs interference. Only one of these athletes, only one of these X Division wrestlers can leave here tonight.
That's right. And you've got to make sure you take out the guy that has the upper hand at the moment. Spud smartly did that with Tigre Uno, but now Kenny King again. Another shot. How much more? Oh, can Spud take? Oh, Spud fighting.
Grow.
Look at the heart of Spud. He just doesn't know when to say quit.
Heart, determination, desire.
He might now, though.
That's what led Spud to the X Division title.
Busted ribs are bad enough, but a ladder in him?
That courtesy of Low Key. He started the assault on Spud when Spud successfully cashed in his Feast or Fire X Division contract. Low Key goes one-on-one with Drew Galloway of the Rising later tonight in a pipe on a pole match. Drew Galloway issued the challenge last week, so that's still to come tonight on Hardcore Justice.
Drop toe hold by Mandrews in the face of Kenny King right in the ladder.
And now Mark Andrews has an opportunity. Mandrews with the ladder. Mandrews trying to set it up in the center of the ring. Can Mark Andrews become X Division champion here at Hardcore Justice?
He's almost got it.
He's got the title in his
hands on it. He's just got to pull it apart. Tigre, though, he's got a hold of him.
Mark Andrews perhaps one step away from becoming X Division champion.
And now Tigre and Mandrews up on that ladder at the same time.
Precarious situation for Tigre Uno and Mandrews here.
Whoa!
Man!
Did you see that?
Tigre Uno! Wow!
Hooked Mandrews and moonsaulted with him to the mat off the ladder.
How impressive was that?
But sacrificed himself, now giving Kenny King an opening.
You're only going to see those moves on Friday Night Impact.
But
from
again,
these amazing X Division athletes.
You got to wonder, is it heart or is it stupidity?
Oh, it's heart. It's heart, desire, and determination of Rockstar Spud.
Look at Kenny. Oh! Oh, it's Spud again, firing back.
The ultimate underdog, Rockstar Spud. Spud not wavering at all here. going toe-to-toe with Kenny King.
Beautiful right hand by Spud. Followed up with a jumping roundhouse kick right to the side of the head of Kenny King.
Somehow, someway, Rockstar Spud is going to retain his championship here tonight.
Incredible. He is rising to meet the challenge once again.
Do it, Spud.
Get up there.
Climb the ladder.
Come on, pull yourself together.
Try to fight through the pain. Kenny King now on the other side.
I don't think Spud sees him yet.
Spud has his sights on the X Division Championship, hanging high above the ring.
Both men again on the ladder. Oh, and another kick to the ribs, and Spud just wilts.
Calculated shot there by Kenny King, who's actually laughing.
And Tigray with a springboard from the top rope, clear to the ladder.
Kenny King and Tigray Uno.
Whoa!
Oh, man!
Kenny again. Don't celebrate. Spud's up there now. Bow ties off. That means trouble.
Spud means business. Here in this ladder match.
Biting him, Josh.
Whatever it takes. And Kenny King off the ladder.
And now Spud within inches of the X Division title. He's got his hands on it.
Spud's going to retain his championship here tonight. There's Homicide.
What is he doing in the ring?
Homicide at the BDC.
Right on those ribs on the ladder.
And Homicide is going to assist Kenny King. Notice qualifications in a ladder match. Anything goes.
This is so wrong. Spud had it won,
This
Josh.
is the way of the BDC. Whatever it takes.
Oh.
And Kenny King is X Division champion.
Your winner and new X Division champion, Kenny King.
I'm sure Kenny King's got to be really proud of himself and the way he won that title.
Kenny King, with the assist from Homicide, get the X Division championship back to the BDC.
Well, it's nice that Homicide's got a hold of the belt too, since he helped him win it.
Look, this is the way of the BDC. Like it or not, this is what they do. This is what they've been doing. This is why groups like The Rising have come to battle the BDC. But as a result, Kenny King is the new X Division champion here on Destination America, where tomorrow night, it's a brand new season of the hit series, Hillbilly Blood. It's at 9/8 Central right now. Here's an exclusive sneak peek at Hillbilly Blood. Welcome back to Hardcore Justice here on Friday Night Impact. It has been a newsworthy night, to say the least. Earlier, Mr. Anderson convinced EC3 to allow our great fans to choose the stipulation for their match next week live on Destination America.
Democracy reigns supreme here on Impact Wrestling because of Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson would like for this to be a Falls Count Anywhere match. EC3 wants it to be an arm wrestling contest. Voting is open right now on ImpactWrestling.com. You can vote there exclusively, and you can vote up until we are live next Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Al, I defer to you. Who are you voting for?
Let's go.
Go where?
Come at me, bro.
What?
Come on. Arm wrestling match. I got to just be careful. I might tear my sleeve.
Come at me, bro. I don't want to have an arm wrestling match with you. We have a lot still to come. Kurt Angle, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, goes one-on-one with Eric Young in a stretcher match. Let's take a look at how this all came about.
Maybe we should let the fans vote on what kind of match we're going to do.
Okay. Sure. Kurt Angle, the challenger. Lashley, the champion. The first time these two have ever met, and it's for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Angle lock. Kurt Angle has the ankle lock fully cinched in. Lashley tapped out. He tapped. Kurt Angle won. Kurt Angle is now 6-time TNA World Champion.
I'm a world-class professional wrestler. I'm a world-class champion. You're holding my belt. I deserve it. This is my belt. Success and violence go hand in hand. They're one and the same in this business. I don't care how many people I gotta drop on their heads.
You let your craziness turn you into a dark individual where you're attacking people from behind.
There's a hole right here. And the only thing that's gonna fill it up is that. I want it back. I'm the #1 contender. I'm gonna take what I want, what I deserve, and I'm coming to get it right now.
As we welcome everyone back to Friday Night Impact Hardcore Justice on Destination America, where later tonight Eric Young goes one-on-one with TNA World Champion Kurt Angle in a stretcher match. Last week started with Eric Young set to challenge Angle for the world title. Austin Aries would run interference. Austin Aries wanted to cash in his world championship Beast of Fire contract. Eric Young snapped, and this deranged lunatic took out Aries and Kurt Angle.
You people thought you knew me. Kurt Angle thought he knew me. He wanted to wrestle the real Eric Young. Kurt, you said winning the title changed me. You're damn right it did. It showed me, it showed the entire world how good I really am. I'm a world-class professional wrestler, a world-class man, a world-class champion. And everybody that stood in between me and my title, I put them on this. Lastly, you thought I forgot? You took the belt from me in the first place. I put you on this. Bobby Roode, my so-called best friend. You thought you were going to keep the belt from me. I put you on this. Austin Aries and your little briefcase trick. I put you on this and you may never come back. And that brings me to you, Kurt Angle. You, Kurt Angle, you want to keep ducking me, and tonight's no different. A non-title stretcher match. Non-title stretcher match. No, somebody might think that's a step backwards, but I look at it as an opportunity. I'm going to show you what I see. I see a man that can be beat. I see a man that's hurt. I see a man that's going to get hurt even worse. Tonight, Kurt Angle, I do what countless legends, countless icons, countless superstars, countless champions couldn't do. Tonight, I end Kurt Angle's career.
Eric Young might just be crazy enough to do it, Josh.
Did you look into the eyes of Eric Young?
They're empty.
Sadistic. And Eric Young has a stretcher match with Kurt Angle later tonight.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Like my man here said, boy, you can't keep a good man down. Listen, man, this is the future, and this is just the beginning. We got one piece, now we're going to get them on, man. You're looking at the BDC X Division champions.
Rumors of our demise have been greatly exaggerated. Drew Galloway and his litter of kitty cats, they don't control our destiny. We do. Our future is in our hands. And tonight, this will be in your hands. Drew started it in the UK with this. You finish it.
Oh, he's pissed. Man, there you go. There you go.
Blood in, blood out.
I like his style. Somebody gonna get hurt, yo.
But just over a month ago in London, you won the X Division title. Must have been the greatest moment of your life. And tonight, this. Describe what's going through your head right now.
Yeah,
Ever had your house burgled? Ever had your car broken into? That's how I feel right now. I've had something stolen from me. I've had it stole from me. 14 years of hard work was stole from me. It's the beatdown clan, because they're pack of thugs, pack of thieves. You know what? You know what that belt meant? Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, Austin Aries, Frankie Kazarian. I was on that list! I worked for 14 years to be on that list with the best in the world! That's what that belt meant. That belt meant that if you were on that list, you were one of the absolute best that has ever stepped foot in a professional wrestling ring. One thing they don't know about me. I won't stop. I'll get it back. Kenny, I'll get it back. I will be the X Division champion. Again.
Everyone thought I couldn't be Awesome Kong. Well, we shocked the world, didn't we, girls?
Yeah, we did.
Nobody thought I could do it. Nobody thought I could be Kong. I'm here to put everyone on notice. You're not going to beat me. And if you mess with me, mess with my friend. And we don't play very nice. And tonight, I'm fighting Brooke. Ew. It's playtime. And you all need to realize that this is our house. This is my house! The doll house. The doll house.
The Dollhouse came together last week, and coming up next, the Knockouts titles on the line as number one contender Brooke challenges the champion Taryn Terrell on Hardcore Justice. It's time for our Knockouts championship match.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Knockouts Championship. Introducing first from Houston, Texas, Brooke!
Imagine what will happen if Brooke is the Knockouts champion come next week when we are live on Destination America, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. Plus, Destination America's hit show Hillbilly Blood returns with the season premiere tomorrow night at 9, 8 Central, right here on Destination America.
Her opponent, representing the Dollhouse, your Knockouts champion, Taryn Terrell!
Taryn Terrell changed the game last week, bringing the Dollhouse to Impact Wrestling. That is Marty on the left, Jade on the right, the current reigning Knockouts champion, Taryn Terrell, in the middle. And last week, Marty and Jade just took apart Awesome Kong with kendo sticks, allowed Taryn Terrell to put Kong through the table and retain her championship.
These two girls are very beautiful, but very dangerous. I'd say borderline psychotic.
The Dollhouse plan brought together by Taryn Terrell. And now being aligned with Marty and Jade, Taryn may be Knockouts champion for a very long time.
And maybe not. Brooke is ready to go on the opposite side of the ring. We'll see if she can come up to the challenge, become the new Knockouts champion.
And how unprecedented was last week as a whole, TKO Night of Knockouts. You have demanded more. You have demanded the Knockouts. You've demanded more X Division wrestling matches.
And you're going to get it.
Now we've heard you loud and clear.
You're going to get some of the most beautiful women, most athletic, sexiest, most incredible action you've ever seen. I don't mean just the X division. I do mean the knockouts.
I've said it before. This is the greatest collection of female athletes on the planet. Our roster, these knockouts are incredible. They deliver every week.
These women are amazing.
Brooke is a former two-time knockouts champion. Last week, she defeated Gail Kim, Madison Rayne, and Angelina Love to become #1 contender for the knockouts championship.
And a beautiful arm drag by Brooke, followed up by a drop kick. And Taryn Terrell, she doesn't seem to be on her game.
Taryn gonna get a little pep talk here from Marty and Jade.
Smartly out on the floor, regrouping.
How shocking was it last week when Taryn Terrell aligned herself with Marty and Jade, forming this group, the Dollhouse, to take out Awesome Kong.
Brooke with a couple forearms. Beautiful neck breaker. Man, that really jarred Taryn.
I, for one, didn't think Taryn was into taking shortcuts. That she really will. Hold that thought. Brooke into the cover. Doesn't look like a kick out of two. I didn't think that Taryn would go to the level that she did to defeat Kong, but I don't know if Taryn had another choice out.
I don't know. Do you think it was the fear of Kong that drove Taryn to do that?
Well, I think Taryn, maybe she always had it in her. Maybe she was always capable of what she did.
Let me tell you something, Josh. They always have it in them. They're always capable of whatever they do.
And Marty up on the apron there.
Distracting Brooke. She could have capitalized, could have possibly taken Taryn out.
I love that Brooke competes in high tops, and she just got picked down by Jade.
Now Taryn just grinding the face into the mat. That mat's like sandpaper. I like your personality. Both very abrasive.
The mat is not like sandpaper.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
How do you know?
Because I've been in the ring before. It's not like sandpaper at all.
Yeah, it is.
It's a canvas.
Yes, a canvas. It's kind of rough. It's like sandpaper. It's not like you'll be able to polish a board or something, but it's
not
you don't
like,
want to have your face rubbed on it.
Field turf, but it's far from like sandpaper.
Well, your personality is certainly impressive.
Well, you got the joke that you wanted to tell, so that's good. Taryn Terrell had the submission maneuver there on Brooke.
And again, Brooke's face into the mat, maybe not that rough, but still hurts.
That sandpaper type canvas that we use here on Impact Wrestling.
Well, it allows grip for the boots.
Okay. Taryn Terrell now, confidence starting to grow for the Knockouts champion. A nice step suplex there by Taryn.
Put all the weight and pressure on Brooke's lower back.
And we talked about giving you what you want, giving you what you've demanded. We have a new X Division champion as of tonight.
Yeah,
Kenny
that wasn't
King.
what I wanted. I didn't want Kenny King as the X Division champion. Neck breaker off the ropes by Taryn Terrell. One.
Taryn, another cover here and a kick out once again by Brooke. A third cover and another kick out.
And Brooke just keeps fighting.
So as I mentioned, new X Division champion still to come. Pipe on a pole match between Low Key and Drew Galloway, and a stretcher match between Kurt Angle and Eric Young.
Taryn purposely putting Brooke over by the two girls so that they can get in her head at the same time. Let her know she's not just fighting one, she's fighting all three.
And this is the different attitude and agenda of Taryn Terrell. Taryn had that taste. This is her first reign as Knockouts champion. She didn't want to lose that championship, so she resorted to whatever tactics she could come up with, and there you see those tactics on the outside. Marty Bell and Jade.
Sometimes the title will bring out the best in people, and a lot of times it brings out the worst.
Great point. Taryn wants to hold on to the championship for as long as she can.
Crash and burn by Taryn Terrell.
Can Brooke get back into this and become Knockouts champion here tonight? I like Brooke's chances right now, Al.
I don't know. She's pulling herself together kind of slow.
A lot of heart and determination being shown here by Brooke. Powerful clothesline. And another one.
Running full force.
Brooke's starting to build momentum here. Starting to get it going.
Nice flying burrito right to the top of the head of Taryn Terrell. I bet she can feel the grasp on her title coming up loose again. Oh, beautiful back elbow.
Brooke continues to go to work here. Taryn! Has Brooke done enough?
Brooke finally paying a little bit of that abuse to her face. Back to Taryn Terrell on that smooth mat.
Brooke said she was going to bring a Texas-size whooping.
Oh, Taryn Terrell out of the ring. What's Brooke doing?
Well, Brooke is not going to be deterred here.
Oh,
Brooke
my God.
Off the top rope takes out the dollhouse.
Just what I said, Josh. These women are absolutely the best.
Brooke is fired up as Brooke flies out and takes out the dollhouse.
Just think about that. What amazing.
On the task at hand.
Oh, put a little stank on that slap. Oh, flapjack. Come on, Brooke. You're celebrating a little too soon. You're a little too overconfident right now for my taste.
Brooke feels that perhaps she's just one move away.
And she might very well be. If she hits whatever she's about to do off the top rope.
Marty up on the apron.
Whoop.
Jade on the other side of the dollhouse. Once again, interject themselves in a Knockouts Championship match. But Taryn Terrell with the cutter there.
That's it.
And, well, a unique cover.
Your winner and still Knockouts champion, Taryn Terrell.
Credit to Dollhouse with the assist there for Taryn Terrell.
And that should be a message to all the girls in the back, the knockout division. You face Taryn Terrell, you're not just facing Taryn Terrell. You're facing the Dollhouse.
Dollhouse trending worldwide via Twitter right now.
What are these girls going to do? What are they? Oh! There was no reason in that.
That was strange. We've seen this. The calling card of the Dollhouse. This jawbreaker. They put it in the mouth of Awesome Kong and Christy Hemme. And now to Brooke.
Kong couldn't beat me. Brooke, baby, couldn't beat me. Nobody is gonna beat me. Because this is our house. The Dollhouse.
Well, Taryn Terrell says no one is going to beat the Dollhouse. Kim may have something to say about that.
Taryn, nobody's going to beat me? What the hell has happened to you? I'm so confused right now.
You're confused, Gail. I'm sorry. I'm sick and tired of living in the Gail Kim shadow. Sorry, Gail. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Taryn, I don't want anyone to live in my shadow. This isn't about me. This is about all the knockouts. I'm proud of every single woman in this knockout.
Gail!
We're in this together.
Stop right now, Gail. Sorry. But what this is about is that it's now time for you to live in my shadow. Because there are 3 of us, and you are all alone.
She's got a point.
Actually, I'm not alone.
No way.
You gotta be kidding.
Gail Kim and her arch rival, her prime nemesis. Gail Kim's aligned with Awesome Kong. What does this mean? And just like that, everything has changed.
On June 28th, it's the adrenaline-fueled summer celebration 13 years in the making as TNA Wrestling presents Slammiversary. Join Kurt Angle, EC3, Taryn Terrell, The Rising, the BDC, Matt and Jeff, the Hardys, and millions of fans around the world for this exhilarating live pay-per-view spectacular. Where will you be when TNA Wrestling presents Slammiversary live from Orlando, Florida, Sunday, June 28th, only on pay-per-view.
Don't miss Slammiversary coming to Orlando live Sunday, June 28th. It is our annual spectacular Slammiversary. I can't wait to be a part of it. Contact your local cable or satellite provider right now to find out how you can be a part of Slammiversary.
Slammiversary is an amazing show, and it's always guaranteed to create amazing memories with amazing moments. So you're not going to want to miss it.
Hardcore Justice has been an amazing show thus far. Still to come, we have our main event. It is a stretcher match. Kurt Angle goes one-on-one with Eric Young. That is our main event tonight. But coming up next, it's a pipe on a pole match. Drew Galloway issued the challenge. Low-Key accepted the BDC and the Rising. It's Low-Key versus Drew Galloway. Pipe on a pole next.
I started this war. I drew the battle lines because I wanted to make a change. I wanted to stand up for professional wrestling. You men joined the war willingly. You stood by my side, and I know I chose the right men, because every single week the BDC, they had a new guy. They hit us with a new weapon, but you know what? They beat us down, and we get right back up. We will suffer for our cause, and we will pay the ultimate sacrifice. And tonight, Low-Key is going to pay the ultimate sacrifice. It started with a pipe, and tonight, it ends with a pipe. Let's do this! Stand up!
Welcome back to Friday Night Impact.
The following contest is a pipe on a pole match. Introducing first, representing the BDC, Low-Key.
Four-time X Division champion, brash, hard-hitting, relentless. Low-Key is vicious and dangerous. And this pipe on a pole match, the first one of these wrestlers to gain control of the pipe can use it to their advantage.
Yeah, but you got to incapacitate the other guy to the point to where you can climb up that pole and get that pipe.
And his opponent, representing the Rising, Drew Galloway.
Drew Galloway entered Impact Wrestling and threw a pipe, literally, into the plans of the BDC.
Yeah. BDC hit the ring and attacked myself and Grado. Drew Galloway came in for the save with that pipe. Split Low-Key wide open. Blood everywhere.
What was the energy like when Drew Galloway burst on the scene? You were right there in the center of the ring.
Just amazing.
And we want all of you to feel the energy of Impact Wrestling as we will be back in Orlando May 8th through the 11th. May 8th, of course, next Friday, live on Destination America. And we want you to be a part of all the great action at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. VIP packages are available. Go to impactwrestling.com/tickets for more information.
You got to give the advantage to Drew right now, clearly early on. His size and his reach and his strength are playing a factor. But you better not count Low-Key out. He is an intense individual.
Remember earlier tonight, Kenny King of the BDC, with a little help from Homicide, became the X Division champion.
Yeah, I agree. Just my problem with all of this by Drew is you got to get up the pole and get the pipe, no matter what you do to him on the floor.
Against you!
And how interactive is Impact Wrestling? The fans are helping Drew Galloway.
Yeah, they're holding Low-Key like the police.
Speaking of being interactive, make sure that you head over to ImpactWrestling.com and vote on which stipulation you want for EC3 versus Mr. Anderson live next week.
Well, let's point out, Josh, that like the rest of the show, Hardcore Justice, because it's a pipe on a pole, the only rule is you got to get the pipe, then you can use it.
Yep, no disqualifications, no countouts.
Why we need to continue to beat each other up and not go up the pole, I don't know. If I were Loki, the first place I'd be going right now is to get that pipe.
You said it earlier, though. You have to incapacitate your opponent. Perhaps Loki doesn't feel that he's in a position to climb up the turnbuckle and seize control of the pipe.
Oh!
Drew Galloway bandaged up ribs after he was assaulted by the BDC last week.
Wow! Loki just viciously threw that chair. Thank God Drew moved. Oh!
And Drew Galloway going to work here on the back of Loki with the steel chair. Drew Galloway in control.
Oh! Suplex onto the ring apron. Ring apron's the hardest part of the ring. It's where the metal meets metal.
Oh!
There's no give there.
If you're Drew Galloway, do you have to keep your head on a swivel in this match with the other members of the BDC the way that they do get involved?
You'd have to be an idiot not to. I mean, Drew's got to expect that BDC are going to come out at some point in time, or at least anticipate it. I hope he has a plan.
Well, Drew Galloway is not just one man anymore. He's a part of the Rising. He has Eli Drake and Michael, and almost had his hands on the pipe.
Yes. Whichever man gets that pipe is going to have a big advantage to use that thing as a weapon.
And Loki.
Oh, another roundhouse kick to the chest. Oh, another one. I've taken those, and you can feel them all the way through to your back.
And Loki.
Fisherman suplex. Looks like he's going for it.
Looks like he's going for it on the steel chair. Drew Galloway counters. And Galloway looking for a power bomb on the chair.
Oh, elbow to the top of the head.
And Loki was able to fight free.
One of the hardest bones on your body. That elbow. Oh, boom. Follows up with a running forearm into the corner.
And
here's
Loki.
where the intensity by Loki, though.
Yeah, all out assault here by the Brooklyn native, Loki.
He's got it. He's got the pipe. Drew, though.
And Galloway's got Loki.
And that's where Drew's height and size and reach definitely played to his advantage.
Drew Galloway able to fight free, create some separation here against Loki. And now it's Galloway going off here. Picking apart Loki. And Drew Galloway, all about standing up, all about the Rising.
Drew got planned here.
More offense in the mind of Drew Galloway.
The vicious chop knocks the wind out of you, causes your heart to seize.
Low-key trying to hold on to the top rope there to prevent Drew Galloway from delivering a superplex through the chair.
Grabbing punches into those injured ribs.
And now it's Loki who is trying to create separation here. And Loki with the Warrior's Way off the back of Galloway, who's
was over top of that back of that chair.
Cover here, and a kick out. You can only win by pinfall or submission. The ribs of Drew Galloway have got to be cracked.
Got to get up the pole and get the pipe.
Well, you can use the pipe. Loki could have ended the match there and won, and never had to use the pipe. Well, Loki wants to get that pipe.
Again, the reach by Drew Galloway coming into play.
Pipe swinging, Loki trying to hold on. Drew Galloway in hot pursuit.
Dangerous, dangerous place for both men to be.
Loki and Drew Galloway going back and forth on Friday Night Impact.
Loki hanging on for dear life. The pipe is falling.
The pipe's down.
Both these men so intent on each other. Drew now caught underneath the rope. What is Loki doing?
Drew Galloway in the tree of woe, and Loki got just totally thrown off there. Looking for a Warrior's Way there into the chest of Drew Galloway. Last-ditch effort by Galloway.
The pipe is down and on the ring apron, but neither man could really reach it and take advantage. No, Drew's got it. Oh, boy. We might see another bloody mess on our hands here.
And Drew Galloway can use this pipe to his advantage. Can take out Loki. Can win this match.
Here he comes.
Oh! And Drew Galloway right in your living room there. What a shot by Loki.
Roundhouse kick to the ribs of Drew Galloway. Loki now's got the pipe. You know he wants his pound of flesh, Josh.
As Drew Galloway pointed out earlier, it all started with the pipe. How will it end? Loki misses wildly. Drew Galloway counters, looking for the future shock DDT.
Oh, right on the chair.
Galloway floats over into the cover, and Drew Galloway has defeated Loki. The Rising beats the BDC.
Drew Galloway.
And here comes the BDC.
And it's not over yet. Kenny King, Homicide, and MVP. The BDC and the beatdown begins. This is what they do.
This is disgusting. You face one, you face them all.
This is not wrestling, Al. And here comes Eli Drake, and here comes Micah, and the Rising trying to even things up.
You're right. This is a fight.
An all-out assault. A battle. The BDC and the Rising. Kenny King and Drew Galloway. This is intense.
I want to say thank you for last week.
Of course. I do the right thing.
Well, I appreciate it.
What's up with Mickey Bay?
Let me tell you something, Mac. Don't you ever question me.
It's time, as of tonight, I'm going to go home and I'm going to be a mom. Thank you for the opportunity to do what I'd love to do.
I see a woman who will stand up for what she believes in. Mickey, these people do not want you to go. Hey, all I'm asking for, just one more time.
Okay, I'll do it.
What was that all about?
One more match is not such a bad idea. You know how much I love this business.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, man, can I talk to you real quick? This guy's the devil, man, and he's good. I got a big favor to ask. You know, all this stuff that we got on with Mickey, you could follow her for a while, just to keep an eye on her.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, goodness. Look at that sunshine, huh? There we go. You want to get some diapers?
Mickey!
James?
Well, fancy seeing you here.
What are you doing here?
Well, a man's got to eat, don't he?
Yes.
Is that Donovan? Is that the
is.
baby?
Say
What's
hi.
up, buddy?
Hi, James.
He's got a little football shirt on.
He does.
Can I hold him?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course you can hold him. Do you want to go to James?
Come on, buddy.
Do you want
Oh, wow. Whoa.
You got him?
Watch his head. Yeah, I got it. There we go. All right, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. You want to get some diapers? You want to get some diapers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you some cool diapers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
So where's Nick?
He's back at the room.
Oh.
Yeah, I just had to get some diapers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Imagine the feeling if you are Magnus and you've seen this piece of video footage and you know that James Storm is almost stalking James.
You've got to have questions, I'm sure.
Cannot wait to hear what Magnus has to say here tonight in regards to James Storm and this very personal situation.
Impact Zone, you know I appreciate.
So we're not even going to get to hear from Magnus. We're not going to get to hear Magnus's point of view, his opinion on this very serious situation. James Storm may be a mastermind, Al, but he's operating on a very slippery slope.
Yep. You don't mess with another man's woman or his family.
And the cowboy, James Storm, he's got some explaining to do.
You know, I am not the one who said one more time. So how about we get Mickey James out?
We don't get Mickey out here. You don't concern yourself with Mickey. I'm stood here looking at you in the eye. So you concern yourself with me because you're starting to piss me off just a little bit. Now, James, I appreciated it. I appreciated it. When you stood between her and Bram, and I told you face to face, I appreciated it. But now you're overstepping your boundaries. You're following her around. You're following my son around. And that little stunt you pulled in this ring, using these people to manipulate her, I see through it. I know what you're trying to do, and clearly it worked. But the fact is, she's not one of your little revolution members. You don't manipulate her. All you're trying to do is drive a wedge between me and Mickey. And I'm here to tell you tonight, it's not going to happen again.
You know, let me tell you something real quick. I'm not here to try to drive a wedge in anything, because I came out here and I helped a friend just like you would do, just like you say, just like a man would do. But what I'm hearing is somebody that has a couple little trust issues. Because let me get this straight now. It was you that hired a cameraman to follow Mickey around. It was you that had to hear from the cameraman that me and Mickey James just happened to run into each other in a public parking lot. Let me tell you something, Magnus. I've known Mickey for a long time. A lot longer than you. And if it was such an innocent thing, then why didn't she tell you about it? So maybe you need to go and ask her these damn questions.
Hate to speculate. That's what we're here for. Is there doubt in the eyes of Magnus?
Eric Young, tonight isn't about showing you why I'm an Olympic gold medalist. It's not about showing you why I'm the best wrestler in this business. It's gone beyond personal. It's not about submission or pinfall. It's about 100% violence. Eric Young, tonight, I'm going to break you in half. You won't leave this building unless you're strapped to a stretcher. You want to show me the real Eric Young? Well, tonight, I'm going to show you a fired up, pissed off Kurt Angle. Oh, it's real. It's damn real.
Main event time on Friday Night Impact.
The following contest is a stretcher match. Introducing first from Nashville, Tennessee, Eric Young.
I explained in a video on ImpactWrestling.com earlier this week that this stretcher match is a little different. There's no line that you need to push your opponent on the gurney past. There's no ambulance. You got to get your opponent on top of the gurney. You have to strap both of the straps. Then and only then will we have a victor.
Pretty simple, you would think, right?
Barbaric and simple. And could be exactly what Eric Young needs here tonight. This man is sadistic.
We have seen a side of Eric Young we have never seen before.
Earlier tonight, Eric Young proclaimed that he will end the career of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have tried, Josh, and a lot of people have failed.
And his opponent from Fredericksburg, Pennsylvania, the Olympic gold medalist and world heavyweight champion, Kurt Angle.
6 times, Kurt Angle has been TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He's the first ever TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
And he's there for a reason, because he is one of the best ever in the sport of professional wrestling.
Last week ended in chaos when Eric Young had Kurt Angle bloodied and in a figure 4 leg lock.
Kurt Angle is a wrestler's wrestler, but make no mistake, Josh, Kurt Angle can become vicious and he can become violent, and he's going to need to do so against Eric Young in this match.
Kurt Angle looked to be favoring his knee, and I believe there's a gigantic bruise on the chest of Kurt Angle. That has to be from what happened last week and the beatdown that Angle received at the hands of the sadistic Eric Young.
Well, the extreme nature of the attack by Eric Young on Kurt Angle are going to have to have taken effect at some point. Yes. But Kurt Angle is a machine. He won the Olympic gold medal with a broken neck. Eric Young's got to know this and know that he's going to have to go places he's never been to try to take out Kurt Angle and strap him on that stretcher.
No countouts, no disqualifications.
Hardcore justice.
Stretcher match. It is hardcore justice. It's what tonight's been all about. Next week's all about EC3 versus Mr. Anderson. Live on Destination America.
The fans get to vote the stipulation, Josh.
Head over to ImpactWrestling.com and vote. Are you going to vote with EC3 for an arm wrestling match, or will you vote with Mr. Anderson for Falls Count Anywhere?
Of course, Ethan Carter III wants an arm wrestling match. Doesn't have to get in the ring then and actually wrestle Ken Anderson.
We'll see how it plays out next week, but right now, Kurt Angle, the world champion, Eric Young, a stretcher match.
These two already out on the floor. And using the rail, the stairs, and everything in between.
And all the animosity and frustration that's been building in Eric Young since January the 7th, when he turned his back on longtime friend Bobby Roode. Eric Young wants back the TNA World Championship. He was supposed to have that match last week, but Austin Aries said, hey, I'm cashing in my Feast or Fire contract. I'm going to go one-on-one with Kurt Angle. That sent Eric Young off the deep end. Eric Young went nuts and took out Austin Aries before his championship match was ever official.
Which means Aries is still a factor in the picture of the heavyweight title.
Absolutely, because the match was never official last week. The bell never rang, and Austin Aries still has his contract for a world title match.
Shoulder right into the post, can separate.
Angle down on the outside. Eric Young building momentum in our stretcher match main event on Hardcore Justice. Welcome back to Friday Night Impact. This is our main event. Kurt Angle, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. One-on-one with Eric Young in a stretcher match.
And it's been all Eric Young since Kurt Angle went through those ropes and took that pole to the shoulder.
Eric Young was in control throughout the break, as Al mentioned. It's been an incredible night thus far on Hardcore Justice. We have a new X Division champion in Kenny King. Taryn Terrell successfully defended her Knockouts championship against Brooke.
Beautiful high belly-to-belly by Kurt Angle. Eric Young wise to roll out. Probably knocked the wind out of him.
Drew Galloway went one-on-one with Loki in a pipe on a pole match, and the BDC and the Rising went at it post-match.
Kurt Angle uncharacteristically coming off the ring apron and paying for it by Eric Young.
And the night began with a six-man street fight. The Hardys and Davey Richards defeated the Revolution. And now Eric Young.
Oh, my God.
Remember what Eric Young did to Austin Aries just last week? A pile driver on the steel steps.
And that's just as bad, just stomped with all his weight on the back of Kurt Angle's head right into those same steel steps.
Kurt Angle's surgically repaired neck. And Eric Young feels he's done enough.
After a stomp to the back of the head, it probably was.
Eric Eric Young has the stretcher. Remember, he's got to get Kurt Angle up onto the gurney and then strap both of those straps together. Lock Angle in. Oh!
And Kurt Angle just keeps going. Oh, and a boot to the face by Eric Young.
Kurt Angle's a machine with no off switch. But Eric Young is relentless. And now Angle is going to German suplex Eric Young right off the ring.
Is he going to do it? Eric Young holding on for dear life. Angle hits this. Oh.
Eric Young somehow fights free.
Eric Young is so driven to prove that he's worthy. He doesn't just by his once holding that world title, that was all the proof he needed. Now look, he's adjusting that shin guard.
And that hard plastic shin guard that Eric Young's been using to his advantage. It backfired though, and Kurt Angle's fired up.
You don't want a fired up Kurt Angle in that ring with you. Whoop, he's got him hooked.
German suplex, hands locked, and Angle looking for another one.
2.
Kurt Angle looking for the trifecta of German suplexes. Eric Young wisely got to the turnbuckle.
Yep, took the turnbuckle pad with it.
And Angle looking for a fourth.
Young trying to desperately hold on to that rope. He keeps taking it. Oh, went out to the floor.
Yeah, but Kurt Angle held on.
Still hooked on. Such grip strength.
Oh! And the shin guard. In the perfect place there. It's the only way that Eric Young was going to escape from Kurt Angle.
And no, he knew if he didn't escape, he was going to be finished.
And Eric Young looking pile driver on the outside. Kurt Angle counters.
Double leg. Oh! Slingshot right into the ring post.
And Angle slam on the outside. Unbelievable. One more look at Kurt Angle. And the Angle slam on the outside.
These two have been just killing each other, trying to get the other man down long enough to where they can strap him onto that gurney.
And Kurt Angle has it in his possession for the first time in this match.
And now he's got to go all the way back over, pick Eric Young up, and take him all the way back over to that gurney and then strap him down. Not an easy job to do.
Last week it was Austin Aries who was strapped to the gurney, taken out of the arena. This week, it may be Eric Young.
He's got one.
That's one.
He's got one, Josh.
This after an Angle slam on the floor.
Eric Young's fighting, raking the eyes, tearing at the nose, ripping at the mouth.
Eric Young fought free. You got to get both of those straps put together, and Kurt Angle only had one. The match continues.
Looks like Eric's setting him up. Trying to use that shin guard again.
Looking for the figure 4 yet again. Angle fights free. Eric Young looking pile driver. Eric Young
struggling.
Can't connect.
Kurt Angle reverse. And ankle lock. Oh my God.
Kurt Angle has the ankle lock locked in.
If Eric Young.
Doesn't matter if he taps.
Well, yeah.
There's only one way to win the match.
Kurt Angle could comply that for so long and put Eric Young in so much pain he could black out.
And then Kurt Angle could pull Angle
right into the exposed turnbuckle.
Angle went head first.
Right into that steel turnbuckle, face first. Oh! And
Eric Young just delivered the pile driver to the surgically repaired neck of Kurt Angle.
After Angle hit head first into that steel turnbuckle. Eric Young had torn that pad off in desperation, trying to keep himself from being German suplexed. It was exposed and open, and Kurt Angle went straight in. Oh, no. Is he going to do it again?
A second pile driver.
See a little bit of blood on the top of Kurt Angle's head. Must have split him open a little bit.
Kurt Angle's out cold.
How could he not be, Josh? 2 pile drivers head first into a steel turnbuckle.
Remember earlier in the match when Eric Young stomped on the back of Kurt Angle's neck on the steel steps?
Yep, that's all got to take an effect. Let's hope he can pull it together.
The lifeless body of Kurt Angle. And Angle now on the stretcher.
Yes. Will Kurt be able to fight back?
Eric Young closing in on a victory here. Eric Young may beat the TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Kurt's got to pull it together. Can he?
No, Kurt Angle's out. Eric Young just beat the world champion.
Your winner, Eric Young.
That is huge, Josh. That's enormous. The #1 contender literally just defeated the world champion in a non-title match. What does this mean?
Eric Young, sadistic, deranged, bloodthirsty, wants the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
And has proven that he can beat Kurt Angle. Will he be able to do it when the title's on the line?
But what happens next? Is Eric Young going to get a TNA World Heavyweight Championship match? The #1 contender, the man #1 on the Impact Top 5, just beat the world champion. More questions than answers as it relates to the world title. And we will see you live next week, right here on Destination America.
Next Friday, anything is possible when Impact Wrestling goes live on Destination America. Expect the unexpected as Gail Kim and Awesome Kong join forces for the first time ever to take on the Dollhouse and a Knockouts Tag Team Showdown. Plus, make your vote count as Ethan Carter III faces Mr. Anderson in a battle where the Impact Wrestling fans decide the match stipulation. All this and more on a night where anything can happen as Impact Wrestling airs live. Next Friday, 9/8 Central on Destination America.